and welcome to Head On with your amazing Atarodo. Yeah, they call me the mic goddess, but you can call me Hanie Hara. And on today's episode, I have an amazing guest. I wanted to say doubles, but he doesn't just double. He triples, fourples, fiveples, sixples, whatever that means, but he is versatile in a lot of ways. He says he's a poet, he's an MC, he's a graphic designer, he creates content, he's a comedian, and he works with First Bank. Yes, I'm sure you're imagining how one person is doing all these things. Well, we're going to find out from him eventually. And so, let me just go straight ahead and introduce our guest for today. He calls himself Tubar.
Okay.
Hello.
The way she pronounced the name, it can't be like Tubar, yeah. It's Tubar. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Not like
Tubar.
Say it like
Tubar.
you were trying to turn me on.
Tubar.
Alright,
I turn on for a living, actually.
Alright, my name is Tubar, aka Mr. Verse, aka Half Man, Half Amazing, aka your backup boyfriend.
My what now?
Your backup boyfriend.
Backo.
Back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
like
thinking
heads on when your guy is messing up.
Oh.
Like head on, like the show.
Okay. All right. I need to get a lot of images out of my head.
Okay.
So, like, I just sang your praises,
Okay.
and while I was doing it, it occurred to me that you touch different areas. You are very versatile, like I said, and it's quite amazing. How do you fit all that into your, this
I say
whole
that
year?
as passion and then time management. It's something I love doing, and I see it as whatever field I'm venturing into, it's a means of expression for me. So if I want to be a poet right now, I could just fit in. Like you've heard of the story of the talent in the Bible. To some he gave 1, to some 5. My brother, I still did discover.
Also, you feel your talents are way more than...
It's as you see it. If you feel you can, it's nothing impossible. Just venture into it. Learn and be teachable. You learn anything. You can just do anything.
Okay.
You're good.
So which of these things have you been doing for the longest?
For the longest, that's graphic design.
How long has that been for?
Like 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Started like way back. It's been long. I've been paying bills with it.
Okay, so if you have been paying bills with graphic design, why did you venture into all these other things?
Like I said, it's passion. Now, I would not want to confuse the focus. You understand? It's more like there's a season when rain falls. And there's actually a season when the weather goes cold.
Yeah.
Yes, so we interchange based on the season that comes. But at the end of the day, focus is key. So you don't mix things up.
Okay, so there are seasons where graphic design brings in...
No, graphic design is just like the motherboard. It hosts everything. Okay. Being a poet, you need a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Being a musician, you need a graphic designer.
Being a comedian,
you want to be whatever thing you're doing, you need a graphic designer. Let's pick words, let's publicize you, let's advertise you, let's sell you out to the world. You need a graphic designer. So it's like a motherboard for every other thing.
But considering you read something way out of all this, you read geography and mining.
Geology and mining.
In the University of Jos.
Yes.
And then you went on to Plateau to read, what course was that again?
Mineral Resources Engineering.
It's way out of line. It's nothing close to graphic designing. It's nothing close to the arts in general. So what's the correlation between what you read in school and what you're doing? Okay,
now there's this adage Yoruba people say. They say, "Abinibi yàtọ̀ ability."
Okay.
Now, ability is one thing you learn to do. Abinibi is what you are born to do.
Okay.
So that one runs in the vein. Like it's with you anytime. They can just tap. It's like when I tap in the morning, I'll be like, "What's your name?" You don't think. You don't need to read to tell me your name. You're not learning to say your name. So that's Abinibi.
Okay.
So there are things that are embedded in us that most times fear makes us not to discover and improve in those art. But if we can just conquer fear and be like, okay, I want to do this thing. I might not know how to do it now. It's wrong. It looks stupid. But give it a try. That impossibility, we just say, So the thing is simple, self, nonsense. Next one.
Okay, so you just gave a Yoruba adage, and someone will be asking, is he Yoruba? He's like, you're actually Igbo from Imo State.
Yes.
But you were born in Kano.
And I grew up in Lagos.
And now you're based in Jos.
Yeah. It's really complex.
Is You seem like a pretty complex guy because you do
Yes.
everything and then you're everywhere at the same time as well.
Okay, I'd see it as me. It's exposing. Exposing.
Exposure. Okay.
It's exposing for you to. It's you learning new things, meeting new people, learning new ways of life. I don't believe in you stuck in one place.
Okay.
No, don't be this type that is born in Plateau, grew up in Plateau, schooled in Plateau, get married in Plateau, die in Plateau, buried in Plateau. No, you're not going to be exposed. So it's traveling actually is another means of education. You can learn things when you go out, meet new people. It's just the family background I came from that exposed me to those places. Family took me from Kano. I did BUK actually. I did my first computer certificate course by University Kano before I moved to Lagos. Then grew up in Lagos. Lagos rough. They won't not talk Lagos talk.
We're
Sha,
going
but
to talk
Lagos,
about that later.
So I had this mindset people created in my head about Jos, like, okay, I don't know if it was all lies or something. Just know they fall.
What do you mean by you don't know if it's all lies?
I never see snow. I just see ice block. The ice block the first sometimes.
But then there are other things people told you about just that made you
yes,
interested
the weather,
in coming down here.
the weather, the people, hospitality, good place, and it's true. It's true. Forget the crisis. Jos is a wonderful place. If you've never been here, please come. Come.
That's why you're
Entertainment,
still here.
whatever thing you want is in Jos. Yes, that's why I love the city of Jos.
Yeah. Thank you very much for loving the city of Jos. Okay, so how long have you been into comedy?
Comedy, professionally or
Professionally, please.
professionally, I'll say 5 years.
How has the journey been so far?
There's no good journey that is actually good. It's rough. Sometimes you just climb and you be like, are you sure you're doing the right thing? That first beginning, like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Tubar. You see that stage fright that comes off here, like, oh God, you rehearsed all your materials, like, okay, once I enter the stage, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. The moment you just say Tubar, everything you're lost. Then you climb the stage and you'll be like, guys, have fun now. You're looking for what to say. My day don't want to be in that spot. But
I
it's
don't.
bad. The other point, it'd be like when you come down and nobody is even looking at you like, okay, you did well, and be like, oh, I mess up. Oh. Then you now have that spirit in you trying to encourage you. The other will be telling your guy, better go to find where you want to do market. If na lava boy you want some, better leave this comedy thing. But then that is where passion comes in. If you feel this is what you want to do, it's raw. You need to grow, you need to learn, and then consistency. Don't forget that. Continue like that. You grow. You grow.
Okay, so it has been mostly rough,
Yeah.
you would say.
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with the industry in Jos? Do you think it's the same thing outside Jos? Or
Industry.
is it just a Jos-based thing that
Industry.
the journey is usually rough?
And you see that word industry, I will say this bluntly. When you say the word industry, what I picture in my head is a system where you're able to convert a raw material into finished goods. So when you have raw talent and you're able to convert that raw talent from the raw state to a finished goods for consumers to be able to use, that is when you have an industry.
Okay.
So for me, my experience thus far in G-Town, we don't have any industry here.
Amazing.
All man are individual hustler, lone soldiers. That's what we have here.
Okay.
We have entertainers in Jos, but we don't have an entertainment industry. For you to have an entertainment industry, then we need to synergize. When you go to places like Lagos, where I grew up, there's this synergy in everything they do. They want to help you grow. Now, when I'm trying to help you grow, I'm transforming you, metamorphosing you from your raw state to a finished product. That is me helping you. Now, we don't even have companies here that want to invest in you. Who would you want to go and tell now? Apart from, at least we have few people coming up now in Jos. I'm appreciating them. Permit me to mention some name. Oba Forex.
Okay.
Yes, he's not paying me for that, but if he sees this video, he should call me, please. I need some payment. But yes, we need those people that would invest in this raw talent. We don't have that in Jos. Then secondly, another problem we're having here is this issue of I better pass you. We're not in competition with ourselves. We should kill that spirit and then help ourselves grow. Let's have the corporate industry come in and help raw talent grow. That is when I can now say, yes, we have an industry. I can't see a state like Plateau State where we have maybe 5 people having shows the same day. How many of us did it just say? Who won't go where? It ends up as family and friend. Thank you, MTN. So.
Okay, so you stated bluntly that there is no entertainment industry in Jos.
Yes.
Why are you still in Jos though? If you think that there is nothing like that, what are you still doing, performing on shows in Jos? Why haven't you left Jos?
Okay. So I stay in the house where I don't like how the house is. The landlord that built the house did not actually put the AC cord for me. I don't have a gate. Should I leave the house?
If you're not comfortable there, that's what any sane person would do.
A man would not run away from his house because the house is burning. No.
He would stay and burn with the house?
He will stay.
Oh, that's new.
And then survive some properties he can. So we're not running from the problem. There's a problem, yes.
Yeah.
But running away from the problem is making us cowards. And we are not.
Are you
not
seeking solutions to the problem?
Yes,
though?
of course.
What are you doing?
Now,
what exactly are you doing?
I don't want to blow my trumpet, but over time, I've tried my best to be involved in most of the events, even before they start the publicity. So we could see a way to actually give it a new face, away from the norm.
That?
I have connect with many of the entertainers. The entertainers in Jos, we know ourselves.
Okay.
So we know when somebody is planning for a show. Youngie is planning for a show already. Yes. Amodan is planning for a show already. Yes. So do we do the normal thing? No. Let's talk to ourselves.
Okay, so in Jos at the moment, you are basically like the one person. You've blown your trumpet already. You said you're here to stay and encourage. You're here to help. Are you like basically the one person you can vouch for that is actually putting the sacrifice into the non-existent industry? Or are there other people who are venturing into this sacrifice with you?
I want to point one. Osama normally is somebody I respect a lot.
Okay.
He has been in this town for ages. We have some of his colleagues like that started that year that are no longer based in Jos. But Osama is still here. Not because he can't leave Jos to Lagos. He has connect with the likes of Basketmart, AY and all that. But ask the question, why is he still here?
You have the answer to that.
Because he still believes in Jos.
Okay, so why do you think other people left? Do you think those are cowards? The ones that have left Jos are the cowards who ran away from their houses?
I won't say they are cowards. It's a matter of interest. It's personal interest and the pursuit for greener pasture. If you feel that place is better for you, fine. I know many people that have left Jos for Lagos and they are back to Jos. And I know some that have left Jos for Lagos and they are not back. But once in a while, they still come back. There's no place like home.
Okay. They are returning to Jos. Is it because there's no place like home, like you just stated, or because the sky did not accommodate them where they went to?
I'll tell you the truth. Most things you see is packaging.
Okay.
If they tell you what they are going through in that Lagos, you know why they are coming back home.
Okay, so because there's no place like home, obviously.
There is no place like home.
It's very comfortable here. Is that why you think everybody's entertainers are nonchalant?
The truth of the matter is the Nigerian industry, entertainment industry as a whole, like 80%. Okay, let me not over exaggerate the percentage. Let's say 60%, 70% of the growth in the industry to Jos.
Okay.
Because when you look from producers to rappers to DJs, they have their root back to Jos. There is something about this town.
Okay.
Yes, it's a virgin land that needs to be. Okay, let me understand that. It's a virgin land that needs to be harnessed.
Okay.
Yes, Jos is one fruitful land. Do you understand? So if you're leaving Jos, I bet you still come back.
Okay.
Yes. We just have some little factors to fix up, some little hitches here and there that we need to just correct. Some notions, some way of the way we used to do things, our approach to some of these things that we need to really change for it to become the Jos that we want to see.
Okay, so you're looking forward to the beautiful side of entertainment on the Plateau. That's why you're basically still here.
It's going to come.
How long do you think that's going to take, though?
You can't be very certain, but it's sure going to come. We know Jesus is coming.
Just probably give an estimate.
When is Jesus coming?
We don't know that, but that's different from the entertainment. Considering how you're approaching your sacrifices and considering support, if there is anything like that coming from other people.
Success is not a destination.
Okay.
Yes. So when we want to achieve the jobs that we want to see, we shouldn't say, okay, we are putting a point to like, okay, maybe in the next 5 years, this is no. It's not a destination. You know why? If success was to be a destination, Dangote should be chilling now and stop hustling. But he's still a hustler.
Okay.
But of course, he's successful. I saw a post. Somebody said, "Are you sure Dangote is not squandering our father's money? Because you are all children of Father Matthew." So it's not. It's actually not a destination.
Okay.
But
So how do you manage this with your regular job? You said you work with First Bank. How do you manage the entertainment with your regular job as a First Bank staff?
Like I said, it's time management. The banking sector is actually very time consuming. I must say, it's not been easy. I have my Mondays to Friday. I need to be in the office morning till evening, and then I have clients calling for graphic designs. I have shows here and there. The good thing is, most of the shows are usually during the weekends. So when I'm back by Friday evening, I'm preparing for a program on Saturday. I have one event on Sunday. Monday morning, I need to be back to the office. It's just my time management.
All right, and it's working perfectly fine for you.
Very okay.
So which of these, if you're to take out every other thing you do and you're to stick with one particular field you're in at the moment, which one would you stick to?
Let me go last week, go make bank sack me. Okay, money must be made. So apart from that, I want to do what gives me joy. I'm this person that believes in making your passion your profession. Yeah, so I feel entertainment actually gives me joy.
So what part of entertainment? You do poetry, you do music?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Music.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I did not know there was music in there somewhere. I thought it was just basically all these other things I mentioned. But it's cool. Okay. Yeah, you did.
Yes, it's music.
Music, yeah. All right. So just hold on for a bit. I'll come back to something you said earlier. But before that, let's go for a short break. And then when we come back, we'll get to know Tubar better. Stay with us.
What defines paradise? Advance. Walk into your paradise of exquisite cuisines with indelible experience of serenity, classic ambience, lovingly connecting you to a world that rekindles friendships, refreshing with unforgettable experience that leaves you in awe of nature's greatness. You relax and have fun. We are impeccably homely at KNL Paradise.
Okay, I'm still here with Tubar. I hope I got it right this time.
Correct.
Tubar. You like the emphasis on the R?
See, but the way you're pronouncing it, please don't do that.
The first time you said I should pronounce it as if I'm trying to seduce you. Okay, so we're still here. We're still talking to him. We're still trying to know him better. And before we went on the break, he said something about him wanting to be, how do I put it? him loving music more than everything else he does. Yes, because he's a rapper. And what's your rap name?
That's still my name too.
Tubar. But there's something Verse.
Mr. Verse, actually.
AKA Mr. Verse.
Mr. Verse is just the fact that I'm versatile.
Oh, it has nothing to do with verses in rap and...
Of course it does. Versatility. Yes.
Okay. So now let's get to know you a little more better.
Okay.
I can see a ring on your finger.
Okay, I just love
Yes.
jewelries. Love jewelries.
You love jewelries,
one,
and for
yeah.
someone who loves jewelries, it's just 3 pieces of them you have on you.
I don't like looking like Charlie Boy.
Oh,
I keep it simple.
Okay.
But I love jewelries.
So that's just it. You love for
just it,
jewelries. You're not
yes.
married.
No, I'm not.
What's your girlfriend's name though?
Her name?
Yeah.
Okay, I love keeping some things private.
But you do have a girlfriend.
Sure, I do.
Oh. Okay. Is she here in Jos or she's somewhere else?
Private.
Okay. Okay. So how does she encourage your business, your career? How does she do the whole supportive girlfriend thing if you keep her hidden all the time?
It's not like I'm keeping her hidden, but there are some things I don't like bringing out to social media.
This is not social media.
Sure, I believe this video is going to be sent to the world.
Well, I mean, don't you think your girlfriend wants to feel happy, feel appreciated that you're talking about her on
So
TV?
if she wants to, maybe she could be sitting here.
Well, if you tell us her name and give us her number, we could get her here.
I'll do that after this.
No, please do it now so we could get it recorded and we don't forget.
Okay, 081 446 44417. That's my number.
We don't need your number. Are you her manager? Okay, though, but then answer my question. How does she encourage you?
Okay. She's my number 1 fan. Yeah. And she's still my number 1 critic. When I mess up, she tell me, sweetie, this is how this sound. I'll be like,
Are you reducing your voice and saying this? Say it out loud so that
okay, like when I'm not doing it good, she tells me like, yeah, this is not nice. And I'll be like, okay, I'll try another one. Then when it's good, she'll be like, okay, this is good. And like sometimes I go upstairs, she'll be like, okay, I love what you did first, but the second one, you know, 2 minutes. I say, okay, I've learned that. I'll go back again.
But do you appreciate her?
Sure, why not?
How do you do that? Have you
Okay.
taken her on vacation across the
Spend
world?
money.
Or what type of, it's not this buying ice cream and something.
I don't
What
do
do
ice
you do?
cream.
So what do you do?
Spend money.
What type of money do you spend?
Money,
How much?
cash, raw cash.
On what? What do you get
I
her?
don't want kidnappers to come and catch me. And
Is
then
it-
they'll not feel I'm spending the bank's money. But I spend my money.
You spend your money on
Yes,
her.
women are supposed to be taken care of actually.
Yes, we
yeah.
are.
So
I hope you guys heard that.
there's no
Tuba
relationship
said,
without cash. If
you
you're not
take care of
spending,
us.
then you're wasting.
I like that.
Yes. So I hate when guys say that girl she like money. Wait till she go like
I do know.
sand.
No?
Yeah, chop money.
Yes.
You get the money spent. It's broke guys that form stingy boys. You grab money. Let your baby look good. Spend money on her. Take her out. Let her look like you.
Oh, but nobody is taking care of me. I was going to ask if you have a brother or a friend who thinks just like you.
Don't go there. They are bad boys.
That's why I said thinks just like you.
Stop
Are you
thinking.
Are you a bad boy?
Stop thinking.
Are you a bad boy?
Nice girls like you don't like nice guys. So I'm a bad boy.
But it's not like I want you or anything.
You
It's-
don't need to want me for me to be bad. I'm bad naturally. I hate being good.
Okay.
No, but when I say bad, I'm not saying bad in the negative part.
You're saying this in what part?
Beautiful and different. B-A-D.
So why did you say it as if you were trying to discourage me from wanting something with them?
No, so you don't feel I'm one church boy. That's
So back to my question. Do you have
Yes.
anybody you could introduce me to?
like a guy.
Yes,
I'm not a
I'm pretty
pimp.
straight.
I don't do that.
I did not say pimp me. I said introduce me.
No, I'm still pimping if I do
No,
that.
you're not.
No, I
you,
am.
you don't you want me to be taken care of?
Yeah, just look good. Always. The right one will look at you.
Oh, was that how you look at your girlfriend?
If I tell you that story, can we not go into that privacy?
No, please tell me so I'll
Get
know what
that
to
set
do. It was just a harmless question. Tell me so I'll know what
It's
to do.
harmful to me.
No, it's not. Trust me. I mean, you guys have gone way past that already, so it's not going to be a problem.
Maybe you'll be present in my wedding and I'll tell the story.
Come on now.
Okay, I met her in a park. Funny, ba?
I mean, she must have been popping for you to have seen
Funny
her
enough.
beauty in a park.
Funny enough, I was looking like one stupid garage boy that day. Like, I went to make a way bill. I was sitting on this tracksuit. I just woke up. I didn't even brush. I just rushed out to get to the park and I saw her that day. story for another day.
You've started it. Come on now.
Let's not go into that. I want to keep it
just
private.
keep
Thank
it
you.
brief. Keep it brief.
Okay, so I met her in the park
and
briefly,
then what happened?
and then we just became friends, and that's all.
How did you approach her?
Okay, I saw her. She was there with her parents. She was obviously going to Calabar, and then I approached her because the boss guy was telling me to pay 2,000 naira for the way billing, and I had just 1,000. I was begging him to take the 1,000. He said no. So I met the lady. I was like, sorry. I was serving then. I was like, okay, I'm a couple serving in Cross River. I believe you're going to Cross River. I said, yeah, so please, can you take this parcel to Calabar for me? She said, okay. And I gave her the 1,000. I thought she was going to say no, but she collected. I said, this girl will have money. And then I collected her number. I was just checking up on her as the journey went on. I was like, okay, are you guys there? Are you guys eating and all that? And then she helped me deliver the parcel, and that was all. Then after like 2 weeks, I just remember, I said, okay, there's this girl that helped me. Let me just call her and say hi. And that was...
Okay.
It's a
So you said you weren't expecting her to take the money from you. Why?
Okay, I was a stranger then now. You know that.
But she was helping you. From where she was going to stop at the park to where she would send the thing
to help somebody, I won't collect the money.
Oh, how cute.
I'll be like, okay, oh, don't worry, I'll take it.
But you see, what she did, collecting the money, left an impression on you. And
okay, she collected my heart.
With the money, you see?
Okay, now you're making me sound like all over boy. Can you take that part off? I'm a hard guy.
Hard guy.
I do love.
But 1,000 naira, you give your heart with it.
That's cheap.
Okay, so would you call yourself a faithful boyfriend?
Depending on what you describe as faithful.
Have you ever cheated on your girlfriend?
Nope.
Have you ever flirted with any other girl?
Nope.
Are you saying this for the camera?
Not for the camera. Take it off. Still no.
No.
Bring it back. Still no.
So she has never suspected you of doing anything sneaky behind her?
When you bring suspicious acts into relationship, you're already crashing it.
Has she suspected you though?
I'll say no.
Have you suspected her?
I'll say no.
Where does she stay? You guys stay in the same location?
Private.
Okay. Private. Well, I'm just saying because distance brings some level of insecurity and suspicion, and I don't know.
Private.
You could be doing stuff where you go to work, considering you're a banker.
Private.
All right, it's fine. Before you run out of the set for me.
Private.
Okay, so why I asked that question is because you're not just an entertainer. There is a notion that entertainers attract.
It's normal. Even not just entertainers, even pastors attract ladies. That's the truth. The first congregation you get are ladies.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
No, thank you.
So when you're talking about anything you do, as far as the earth is concerned, women are key. So if I must blow, if women are not your fans, forget it too. Yeah, you know who blow.
So you just keep it strictly professionals. They're my fans, and that's it. You don't take it to another level.
The temptations are high. Yes, but the prayer is, Lord, lead us not into temptation.
So at the moment where the prayer doesn't work, what
then
does it for you?
The next verse, deliver us from all evil.
Okay, so you actually get it done, and then you pray for deliverance afterwards.
And forgive those that sin like
Amazing! He just Tubar, you're just making me happy now. It needs no explanation. He has said it all. He has said it all. We don't need any more explanation from him. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you for telling me what I wanted to hear. So I was going to ask how
you said you are the king of the Jews, and Jesus said what? You said so.
I didn't say it. I wasn't the one who said it.
So.
I wasn't the one who said it. I didn't put the words in your mouth. You said it by yourself.
I was just quoting the Lord's Prayer.
Yes. Amen, somebody.
Amen.
Okay, so that comedy aside, you work in the bank. Bankers are hot cake as well.
Another temptation.
Yes.
Now,
how do you
let me say this
do
categorically, please. Take that mindset off you when you say a banker and you feel he owns the whole money in the bank. The whole money in that bank belongs to you, the customers. We are only the key keepers.
But you guys make money though.
We make money, yes, but
plenty of it.
No, don't put the plenty of it.
Come on, you guys make plenty money.
No, don't
Bankers
put the
are hot
plenty.
cakes, not because you guys wear suits, but because you guys have the money and you
should I
guys
tell you
roll
the
in
truth?
cars that.
Should I tell you the truth?
Yes, please.
It's all packaging.
Okay.
It's all packaging. I'm being very blunt with you. It's all packaging.
So
The
you
whole
don't have
suit
money?
things, Please, I don't want people to kidnap me.
So you don't have
Can
money?
we
Is that
take
what you're
the
trying to say?
banking sector out of it? I don't see. I'm just some street boy. The way you kidnap you,
Are
don't
you
let
saying
me.
this
Before
because-
you say this kind of investment. But seriously, it's just packaging. But at the same time, it's good for the business. You dress good, you look good. It should be a culture. It should be a culture. Even when you go casual, still look smart. So when you see bankers look like that, it's not because they want to show you that we have money. No, it's just professional.
And then you want to get the girls as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like. Okay, let me snitch on my guys. Let me snitch on my guys. In my bank, when you hear somebody tells you, that's my KYC, that means he's eyeing that customer.
Okay.
Yeah, when you say that's my KYC, then when you now collect the number and you guys start talking and something goes down, she comes to your house. The next thing you hear is, my OTP don't drop. So when OTP drop, the babe don't show house with that.
I'm glad I know this now. I'm super glad that next time I walk into a bank, I know what to.
So when you hear them say
look out
KYC,
for.
just know you are the targets. Don't be a bushmeat.
How many KYCs have you had since you started banking?
This guy na setup, a big setup.
How many? I'm just asking of KYCs. I've not asked of the OTP yet. We'll get to that. But how many KYCs have you?
How many I have a lot of KYCs.
Okay.
A lot of KYCs. You want me to be real? I have a lot of KYCs. Plenty of them, like uncountable,
How many
married,
OTPs?
unmarried,
How many OTPs
singles.
have dropped?
OTPs, my brother, it drop like water. Bring
Okay.
it on.
Okay. That's
You know,
amazing. And then
yeah.
you said you're faithful. You said your name is.
No. See, I'm mindful of what I said.
Okay.
When you said faithfulness, I said depending on what you mean by that.
Okay. So you're not faithful. You're not faithful to your girlfriend. You can use.
I didn't
you can
say
use
so. I didn't say
this.
so.
You're sweating a lot, so you
You're putting me your heads on. Why won't I sweat? You get a fire mission.
Do you need it? Do you need it? Don't worry, make yourself comfortable.
Don't worry.
Take water if you need to.
Okay, I'll take the water. Let me calm down.
You
I
should.
want for the glass. Let's go.
Are we
with fire.
good now?
Fire on, baby.
Okay, so when you said you're faithful, you did not mean
when you
faithful
say,
to your
when
girlfriend.
you say faithfulness, it's dicey.
Okay.
Do you understand? When I commit adultery, it's me sleeping with a married woman. When I say fornication, it's me sleeping before marriage.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at you lustfully, I've committed fornication. You see the definitions. So the fact that I can undress you in my mind,
Please.
I've done that since.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You're making
Well,
me
I
good.
hope your girlfriend sees this.
Sure.
And-
She knows I talk a lot.
He has undressed me.
She's hairy. She has a spot here. Here. I hope the camera says she has a spot here. Yes, there's a spot here. Then she has hair around the navel. I've seen it all.
He has. I wonder how he did that, but he has seen it all.
Magical.
Yes, you're amazing. So yeah, talking about looking at a woman lustfully and then committing fornication. If we're relating that to when you say OTP, the definition you gave about OTP, it doesn't correlate. I hope you know that. You said when a woman comes to your house and something
Is
goes
she coming
down.
to just wash your clothes? No, she's coming to say hi. I saw you in the back yesterday. Just let me say hi. Who gave her your address?
Yeah.
So why are you coming to the house?
Because you want something to happen.
And if you don't want something to happen, why did you come?
So that goes back to my
It's a
question.
mutual
You
thing.
have cheated on your girlfriend
No.
with a lot of KYCs
Okay, where is the KY? Where is the OTP dropping?
in your house.
No, who told? Did I mention house?
Okay, in the hotel.
You just dropped.
You run hotel things.
There's an OTP that just dropped here.
But you did mention if she's coming to my house, is she coming to just say hi or wash your clothes? You mentioned that. So it's obviously a house that she's coming to come
I
and
said
drop
I
things.
was going to snitch on my guys. I didn't say I was snitching on
But
myself.
I asked you how many KYCs you've had and
Plenty.
OTPs, and you answered
Plenty KYCs.
You see,
KYCs
we
are my
both-
customers.
We are both on the same
The moment you
book
come
here.
into my bank and I service you, you are my KYC.
Did you
No,
use
not that
word?
service.
Did you use that word
Not
for
that kind of
purpose?
service.
I
When I
don't
render
know.
my
I don't-
services to you, that's what I
It's
mean.
servicing,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I'm
okay.
servicing you.
I thought it was just mechanics that use that
No,
word and
no,
then
no,
people
no,
who
no.
do
Come
other
on.
things
We render services
to
in the bank.
lubricate part. But okay,
Yes.
you guys render services.
So you're my
in the bank.
KYC.
I'm not your KYC.
Do you have a bank account with us?
Right now, I don't think so.
I'll do that for you, and I'll become
Are you going
your.
to put money in the bank? In
Not
the
a problem.
account?
How much would you want?
Okay, we're going to talk about that off camera.
I want to talk about it here.
I know, please.
How much do
we're
you
not.
want?
We're not going to switch this.
Okay, so
we're
are
not
we
in the
switching?
banking. We're not in the banking hall. Can I just? Okay, so plans of getting married soon.
Yes. I'm late already. That's the truth.
No, you're still
I
alive.
tell no. I tell young men the best time to get married is 27. Yes.
If you're broke by 27, how do you get married by 27?
What you don't understand about marriage, it comes with its own blessings and favor.
That's
I'm not trying to be
cliche.
spiritual, but that's the truth. There's a favor attached to it. Now there are some guys that will never make it in life till they get married. It's not a cause.
That's true.
They will hustle. It will be like say the full life of village. But the moment they just get married, they will see the doors opening.
But it doesn't work for everybody though.
Yeah, so you need to know what works for you. But if I should calculate that for you, would you want to have kids and start paying for pampers and school fees when you're 50, when you're supposed to be retiring?
Okay, so why are you late to
I'm
the
late
marriage?
because I'm way over 27.
And you're not married yet.
I'm
Why
not
did
married
why did that happen?
Okay, it's more like the understanding didn't come, but then I'm passing it over.
Okay.
Do you understand?
The person you wanted to marry did not understand that
Not
you
really.
were ready to get married.
I never saw it like that. The picture didn't come like that till when I.
Oh, till you. Oh.
Yes, you understand.
Okay.
And so now when you do the maths, if you're getting married at, let's say 30, 33. At 33, when you get married, God help your wife, she's fertile. She get pregnant the next month. She's giving birth the next year. That's 34. Your baby would get to like 3 years before she start going to school, maybe nursery school. At 3 to 34, that's how many?
37.
Now, before she gets to primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, 4, 5, 6.
I get the calculation. I get it.
So before you'd ascertain that stage where your child is already independent to now take care of you,
You're
or
pretty
be good
old
to
by
go,
then.
then maybe your last born will still be wearing pampers. That's not the
So
life.
is the marriage thing happening for you this year or next year?
I'm praying God this year. It has to be this year. It's way, way overdue.
So are you seeing yourself getting married to your present girlfriend, or you think one of your OTPs are going to usurp her?
OTPs are for businesses.
Just strictly business.
It's strictly business.
Do you repeat OTPs though?
No, why
It's
would
just
I?
a question that keeps
No, OTP can be repeated. Yes, they are still KYCs. So as long as it is saved in the bank, they can still
Okay.
come and we configure.
Okay, all right. That's amazing. I like how consistent you guys keep it.
Yes.
The banking industry is quite amazing. It's not like the the entertainment industry. Yeah, it gives room for growth,
Of course.
and it helps shape
They
you,
have a career part.
and it helps bring unison and all those other things. So
yes.
I get. I see why you really want to make the entertainment industry in just something like the banking industry. So
No, it's not about the OTPs now.
It's
when
not.
it comes
It's
to
it's not.
entertainment.
It's not. Oh, I
No,
didn't
but you
know.
still
I
need
didn't
the
know it was-
OTPs for the entertainment.
I'm certain you do.
Without the OTPs, entertainment won't move.
Because she said something about fans, female fans, and
Those are the
everything.
OTPs
Yes.
when it comes to entertainment.
I believe you.
So
I
without
totally
that,
do.
imagine me doing a transaction with your phone, and then I want to transfer cash to somebody.
To me, right?
Okay, I want to transfer cash to you.
Do the transaction with
The
your
bank
phone
will
and
actually send the
transfer to me.
OTP. That is the one-time password. So without that, the transaction will not be successful.
Oh, yeah, I
That
guess.
is the role you play.
And we need a lot of OTPs.
So why is not a guy here? Why is it you? See why the OTPs are good.
Oh, but I'm not
Now
your
you
fan
understand.
yet. But we could talk about that.
If you are my
afterwards.
fan, I shouldn't be sweating. You're giving me heat. You're giving me heat, heads on.
Well, it's a
Did
good
you
thing.
fan me,
It's a good
man?
thing. It's a good thing. I mean, it's amazing that you're in just where the weather is almost always cold and you're
And
sweating. It means
That shows
you're
how
working.
hot you are.
You're welcome.
She's outside on fire. She's actually showing her laps. Still burning. You see,
Let's
she's
not
showing the guy.
go there. All right, so we've been talking to Tubar, and he has dissected and explained and told us how unfaithful he is in his relationship.
Nah, that's a setup. I didn't say that.
Oh, they're going to watch it and you're going to hear everything you said.
Please,
So he said he
please,
has
I didn't say
KYCs
that.
and OTPs, and then they are quite important for his
Setup.
career.
Setup.
We're going to go on
Setup.
a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go further with the interview and
Set
get to
up.
find out so many
Set
more
up.
things.
Let's fight out the camera.
What defines paradise? Advance. Walk into your paradise of exquisite cuisines with indelible experience of serenity, classic ambience, lovingly connecting you to a world that rekindles friendships, refreshing with unforgettable experience that leaves you in awe of nature's greatness.
We're still on to Head On, and I still have Tubar here with me.
My dear, she don't have me again, yo. my spirit don't go. Now my body revenge.
Come on now. I mean, we've
Shouting,
been having fun. We've been having fun.
Damn.
Haven't we?
I see the defense minister in you right now. You know the guy say it's just 3 bullets, 3 spray. She has been spraying me like.
It's not that deep. It's not that serious. It's just been fun and games and laughs. Yeah.
Alright, bring it on.
Yes, head on. Let's get. Come on, we've not started yet, and you're already drinking the water.
If I don't do this, let me not go and dehydrate.
Okay, that's a very wise
Please,
decision.
you have been sucking me dry, please. Let me hydrate.
Okay, so now I need to have a little more clarity on entertainment as a whole. Because you initially said you were going to stick to a certain part of entertainment music. But then let's talk about entertainment in generally. You said there is no entertainment hub or industry in Jos. And that's because people are not quite willing to support. Yeah? But you are being sort of like one of the sacrificial lambs that wants to help grow this entertainment industry in Jos, or to build the entertainment industry in Jos rather. So why do you think though that people are not willing to support? Why do you think people have not really put in efforts to grow entertainment in Jos?
I think I'd want to relate that to the state of Plateau State, as in the state of the state.
I get that.
Yes,
I
so
get that.
most people see Plateau State as a civil state. There are no much industries here, companies and all that would want to do that. So, and then some individuals are not really ready to invest when it comes to Plateau State. And
Hold
another
that thought,
fact,
please. Why do you think people are not willing to invest? Is it that the content coming out of Plateau State isn't good?
The content are good, they are international. But the problem is the foundation. The idea of this too much crisis that have erupted in Plateau State over time has actually delayed or hindered the progress of entertainment. Most people that would want to come to Jos are scared. It will amaze you to know that when I go over to Lagos to see my family, they have this mindset that as we are here, we are dodging bullets. Like, do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
So they just feel it's not safe. Crisis might just start anytime.
But gradually, that
It's
concept
coming
is
back.
changing.
Yes, so it's a gradual process, like I said. And I told you initially, I said success is not a destination.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's a process. But we need to carry on with the process against all odds.
Okay, so given that we need to carry on with the process, are you seeing people venturing into sponsorship? You did mention one person earlier. You mentioned someone who has or is paying his dues when it comes to sponsoring entertainment on the plateau. Do you think there are other people who could probably come up to that level? Or
They are.
Okay.
There are lots of them on the plateau. We just need to locate
who are not
them.
quite scared of the crisis and
No.
everything.
Yeah, they are not fully scared. They are not just scared, but they are skeptical about spending.
Yeah, that's
You know-
brings
you know-
me back to the other question I asked. Skeptical. Okay, they're in on plateau already. They're in Jos already.
It's a business thing.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be putting in my money, I should get a return. So what happens when I invest to a level and then it comes down? That is where the crisis brings it down. So we are hopeful that the peace in Plateau is coming back. It should continue like this. It's going to be very painful and mind-blowing and very, very bad for me to invest in a thing and I'm watching it grow to a level and somebody from somewhere will just erupt with crisis and bring it down to a zero level. It will take the grace of God for me to have that mind to restart that investment. Do you get the point?
Okay, so if I get you correctly, the problem with the entertainment in Jos, the problem that there is no entertainment industry in Jos, stems from the fact that there are no investors. It's not an inside problem. It's not a problem with the entertainers.
It's an inside problem.
How is it an inside problem then?
The inside problem now starts with us loving ourselves and loving our neighbors. When I say neighbors, I'm relating to from one entertainer to the other. If I'm a rapper, you're a rapper, I should love you enough and be ready to sacrifice some things for you. I'm not in competition with you. I shouldn't go out there and feel she's not too good, I'm better off. No, we are not competing. Music itself, it's, for instance, it's a means of passing up a message. If you're passing a message and passing a message, we are both passing a message. Let's help ourselves pass the message together.
So,
But what we have on the plateau is competition, which is not healthy.
so there's no love amongst entertainers on the plateau.
From my own perspective, that love is not fully there.
It's not fully there, or it's not there at all.
That's where I talk about the synergy. If we are synergizing to grow up the industry, I should know that you are having a show today. I shouldn't fix a show. Now, if I'm putting up a show, you should be free to come, even if you're not on my bill.
Okay, so
Now, you have situations where I host an event, because I didn't put you on the bill, you just feel it's a flop. Do you understand that point?
Yeah.
Now, when you're coming, you're supporting me. I pay money to get the event center, the hall. I pay money for DJ. I pay this as a friend. If you're coming, it will hurt you not to pay for the gate fee. But you now feel, okay, because you know me, you want to come in free. Then when my bouncers bounce, you be like, hey, homie, I come the show, he bounce me. Nonsense. Who even did the show?
are you talking about entertainer to entertainer, or
Yes.
just a friend of an entertainer?
Entertainer to entertainers.
But if an entertainer is, let's say a comedian is hosting his show,
Yes,
he has a lineup of comedians.
of course.
If you're on the lineup of comedians, are you supposed to pay
No.
the gate fee? Okay, so you're talking about if you're not included in the lineup, and then you decide, because okay, I'm not included in the lineup, I'm not going to attend the show and I'm not going to pay.
That's
So
not, it's not
what-
healthy.
And that is common in
Very common.
entertainment.
Very
Oh,
common,
okay.
especially on the plateau.
Okay.
Very common.
And this stems from the competition. Everybody feels, you did mention something, you feel there's this entitlement feeling, like I better pass him. I think that was the word
Yes.
you used. I better pass this person. So you feel the competition stems from the fact that everybody believes he's the best in the game. That's it. Okay. In your opinion, are there bests? Is there a particular best entertainer, comedian?
You see this guy?
Yeah.
It's wide enough to contain everybody. We know they fight to carry first. Nobody who know book pass, they carry first. Say you collect extra sheet, no mean say you pass me.
But sometimes it didn't help.
You know they help. Out of experience. Let me give you a gist. When I was in Plateau, 100 level, this guy, oh loving Lord. Exam never reached 30 minutes. The guy don't order for another paper. You start looking at your sheet like, you just how the right correct thing, so. At the end of the day, he had carryovers. It's not by that. It's not. We shouldn't be competing against ourselves. The sky is wide enough to contain everybody. Let's help ourselves. That's my
But
point.
then, competition aside, competition or not, there are people who have paid their dues. There are people who have shown how relevant they are. And then there are people who are still upcoming, obviously.
Yes. Should I bust your bubble?
Yeah.
Some of those people you tag upcoming, I'll say it bluntly here, are still better off than some people that feel they are at the top.
Okay, so you feel people who feel they are at the top just feel it. It's not like a
It's not how
title
far.
has been
It's not how
given
far.
to anybody.
It's how well.
Okay.
Do you understand? You might be in the game for years, and someone will just erupt one day and overtake your record.
You don't think experience has anything to do with how good you are?
It has a part to play, but
Not
it's
completely.
not the core of it.
So it's safe to say that people who, in your words, feel they are up there already are not particularly impactful
I didn't
to
say
the
that.
entertainment.
You are saying
That's
that.
I'm asking.
Okay.
Is it safe to say that people who feel they are up there are not as impactful as they feel they?
I want to quote you.
Yeah.
People who feel.
Yeah. You've
I
been
say
using
this.
they feel.
Yes.
So
Now,
I'm
let me,
using-
I want
I'm-
to. Yes,
I'm
I want to
quoting your
explain it to you.
quotes.
There is what we call bragging, and there's the bragging right.
Okay.
When I'm bragging, I'm saying things that I can't do. That is bragging.
Okay.
But when I can do it and I've done it over
You have
time
the
and
bragging
I have
rights.
results, I have the bragging right.
So people who feel they're up there,
When
they
you
do
use
not have.
feel, they don't have it.
I'm using your word.
Yes,
You're
that's
the one who used
yes.
the feel.
When I use feel,
Yeah.
they don't have it.
But is there anybody, in your opinion, who has the bragging rights?
Who have the bragging
Yes.
rights? Sure.
Entertainment in just.
Yes.
There is someone you think
Yes.
has paid his or her dues.
Very well.
And has the bragging rights.
Very well.
And so, is it just one person or there are a couple of people?
Bragging rights, when it comes to bragging rights on the plateau, there are people, I would not want to start mentioning names. Like I said, on the industry keys on plateau, it's very complex. Do you understand?
So it makes it complex.
It's complex. There are issues here and
What
there.
type of issues?
So many internal issues.
Amongst entertainers?
Yes.
Amongst comedians or entertainers?
Both comedians, both musicians, name them.
What issues could, apart from the competition, what other issues are there?
It's part the competition spirit itself
That's
is
what
breaking
brings about
the
issues.
Yes.
It's breaking them
It's
up.
breaking them.
Okay, I don't particularly get why it's causing a rift between entertainers. I mean, everybody is supposed to support each other, you said.
Now, when you're removing support from the synergy, and then what we're looking at is coming in to acclaim I've been here since, or I'm better off, or I have my clique, or those are just uncalled for.
Okay.
Do you understand? And that is what is causing the internal issues.
So is it people who have bragging rights that are causing these internal issues, or people who just feel they have rights?
How would bragging rights people cause issues?
Also, those who have the bragging rights are all chilled and everything. It's people who
If you have bragging rights, you tend to want to bring results. Why? Because you are setting a standard for people coming up to emulate.
Okay, so what are the people with the bragging rights doing about the rifts in the industry?
Maybe when we bring them on set, we'll ask them.
You do not know anything. You're not.
I would not want to come into that.
But you're in the industry.
Yes, and I'm doing my best to bring it together.
Okay, would you say you have the bragging rights?
When it comes to
entertainment,
do.
You do have bragging rights.
Yes, I do.
What have you achieved? What's have you done so far that gives you that bragging right?
Okay, it's more like when you see a movie, you see the actors and the actress bringing the picture to you, and you be like, man, this girl, the act died. There was somebody that directed her. You forgot that part. When you listen to a song and you be like, man, this artist, they sing, die. There was a producer that you didn't see.
Are you trying to say you're like a powerhouse or something?
I want to call myself that.
You want to call yourself a powerhouse?
Yes.
To all entertainers in Jos, or to a certain group of entertainers?
Now, if you ask me this question, you're trying to sideline me to some part, and I'm very careful not to answer that.
No, but I need to know. Are you like a powerhouse to every entertainer? Can any entertainer come meet you? And
a lot of them have come meet me in the past till tomorrow. Like, I help, I assist where I can. I can't do more than what I can do. But a lot of them I want to mention, like Yax King is having a show. Julius had a show. I was part. Foniji had a show. I was part. Osama, I've been with him for over 3 years, handling his publicity and all that. I was part. Brabisco or Modan, I've always been part of their events. The Christmas Half Wife. You don't see me on stage, but I'm there.
As the powerhouse.
Do you understand? So when I come in, I mustn't come to on stage. Yes, I'm a performer, I'm a comedian, but I'm not looking at I must be on that stage. No, my passion is making the show work and let the industry smile.
Okay, that's why you feel you've paid your dues.
Yes, I've done that over time. Do you know how much I charge for graphic design one?
How much do you charge?
I charge 5,000 naira. That is cheap compared to when I'm doing graphics in Lagos. But I've done free graphics to some of the comedians. I've mounted their stage and they don't pay me, just thank you. I've been part of their publicity team, advise, make suggestions. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do like this. Let's not do like this.
So you're sort of saying the entertainment in Jos is quite cheap.
No, it's not what I said.
What are you saying?
I just compared what I charge to what I charge outside Jos.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you charge differently though?
Because number one, Plateau State is growing. Like I said, it's a growing industry.
Is there any economy that is not growing though? Even the Lagos is growing, but you charge higher in Lagos.
Business in Lagos is different from business. Yeah, men they will go pay for Lagos.
So you mean
it will interest you to know that in Lagos, if I go to Lagos to anchor event, bros, I give my bill, they pay. Transport, accommodation. In Jos here, the moment you tell somebody I will charge 30K to anchor your wedding, bros, for Jos, more pay you 5K now. And you be like, are you serious? 5,000? Okay, I'll call my boys. Just 5K. Maybe just to talk. Do you understand?
I get.
So it's the industry is like that. And funny enough, I blame some of us. Imagine me coming to you now, you want to, maybe you're preparing for your wedding or something, and you be like, okay, can you anchor my event? I'll be like, okay, I'll pay you 5,000. I'll be like, I know other MC for my Angola, we go, you're doing for me 5K safe. Then you just show me, and that guy comes up and collect 5K. Then you start looking at me like one snitch or something. No, we should lift the standard. Let's raise the standard. That is my point. Where is the standard? If you know, see, good things are not cheap. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
Yeah, they're not.
Good things are not cheap. If I want to wear, auntie, I spend money. I said that before. Banana call kidnap me. When I want to spend money, I spend money. Like, I'm not scared to spend money. I'm not saying waste money. Do you understand? So when you want to do something, good things, do them. Open your mind and do it.
Okay, so you charge lesser fee for graphics. You go on stage, you do things for entertainers on the plateau for free or close to free. Is this the same mindset other people who have bragging rights on the plateau have, or do you think there are some who would bullshit you if you call a certain amount of price to pay? Of
course, there are some that will bullshit you
with the bragging rights, and they are the ones who are supposed to be encouraging or supporting the
humility is not stupidity.
Okay.
Yes, the fact that I want to encourage you, I want to help you, doesn't mean I have bills to pay too. You understand? And then I have a standard to protect. So if I'm one of those, for instance, and you come and you are calling some fees for me, I could just tell you, sorry, I can't do it for that price. Do you understand? We are not beefing. But
don't you think that may cause a beef or something, or a rift? Don't you think that's one of the reasons why entertainment isn't quite growing on Just?
The reason why entertainment on that aspect is not growing is you pricing me cheap. You have the mindset to buy a gown worth 60,000. You have the mindset to pay a hall worth 200,000. And you don't want to pay me to anchor an event, good money. Then you'll be pricing me 5,000.
No, but right about now we're talking about entertainers to entertainers.
No, I'm streamlining it to just that. Yes, it's still the same thing. It's still the industry.
It's still the industry.
Yes.
And considering the fact that you understand how the industry is in Just, don't you think it is something to do for each other?
Auntie, there is money in Just, so.
Oh, there is now.
There is money in Just. Don't be deceived.
5,000 naira for graphics when you charge higher somewhere else.
The reason why I'm charging 5,000 is best known to me. If I want to help you, I've done a graphics.
But you did say something about economy in Just being different from economy outside Just.
But in the same Just, I've done a job worth over 50,000.
Okay.
For a job, that same job I've done for someone else for free.
Why don't you keep your prices standard though? Why do you fluctuate your prices?
Okay, so if you meet me now and you want me to make a graphics for you, I've met you here. Maybe perhaps I know you. You're actually not working. What I would tell to you should be different from what I would say to NASCO when they meet me. I can't go to NASCO and be telling them cheap prices.
But is the difference in price supposed to be that different though?
Yes.
50,000 naira to 5,000 naira?
Depending on what I'm selling to you.
It's graphics. You
just graphics.
Graphics. Yes. It's
so
graphics.
what am I doing for you? My price for handbills differs from my price from logo.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I'm designing a logo for you, I can't charge you 10K. God forbid bad thing. I'm looking at 50,000 and above.
For
logo, just logo.
And you keep the same price for entertainers as you do for outsiders?
If there are exceptions somewhere.
What brings about those exceptions? Why do you create
Number one, relationship matters.
Okay.
But one thing I'm always careful about is bringing familiarity into business. If you want me to grow, then make me grow. Do you understand? Someone called me from let me just say this, from my church, and they want to have, they are planning an event for Sunday. And then I'll be like, okay, what's your plan for me? You're mentioning the price you were paying me like 3 years ago. You know what I told you, guy? You don't want me to grow? You are paying the same price like 3 years ago. Now 3 years after, you are still wanting to pay me this price. I'm not growing. I shouldn't be charging you the same fee I charged last year. God forbid. I should grow.
Okay, so considering the fact that there are people who have paid their dues, who have bragging rights, what are you people doing to help? What are people doing to help the non-existent industry, entertainment industry on the plateau? What is that thing you guys feel you need to push? What is that thing you people need to encourage the most on the plateau, apart from the competitive spirit that you feel should be
love
done with?
One word, love.
Love each other. But you cannot all be happy in a place. It's not paradise, it's not Eden. There has to be glitches here and there.
But where love is in place, everything works.
Okay.
Love is a key word.
It is.
When I love you, I don't want to hurt you. When I love you, I want to help you grow. It gives me joy to see you grow. When I love you, I could do things for you. So when you do same to me, then the love is perfect.
Do you guys preach this to yourselves though?
Yes, we do that.
So
At
why
times we
haven't
do,
they
like I said,
imbibed it?
it's a process. You shouldn't expect the result overnight.
But I do not think, with the way you're going, I don't think it's this competition on the plateau or the, I don't want to put hatred, but the lack of love in the entertainment industry on the plateau is going anywhere anytime soon.
No, I'm not saying like that. Your mindset is what brings it to reality. What are you saying?
Do you think
I'm not
we're going
thinking.
to get to a point where everybody loves everybody and everybody can cohabit and everybody can,
I'm not
can
thinking.
run their shows and
I
everything?
know
It will happen.
it will on this plateau.
Yeah.
It will.
So how are you going to do away with the issues stemming between entertainers?
That is the process. It will. As long as you can see it here, you will see it here.
But what if you're the only one seeing this?
You don't need crowd to see things.
You cannot do this alone.
Nah. Abraham saw. He saw alone. As far as you can see, he has given to you. Were you there?
You think you can do this alone?
I don't need you to do it. I only need one being, God. And it will happen.
And you think you can pull everybody together? You think you can bring the unity?
And
You
they
think you
thought
can bring
nothing
the
good
love?
could come out of Nazareth.
Oh, I like how much faith you have in yourself. You already called yourself one of the people who have achieved so much on the plateau. Amongst others, you said
10
there are
years.
plenty. 10 years.
I've been on the plateau for the past 10 years.
And you feel you've paid your dues, you have the bragging rights, and you can do
You
and
know the
undo.
story? You know the story? No. Do and undo is pride.
But you
didn't
have
say
bragging
so.
rights.
Bragging rights different from bragging. I was trying to pick this
I
out for
get.
you. Good. So I'm not saying I can do
But
and
if you
undo.
feel
No.
if you feel you have bragging rights, that means you're there. You're somewhere high up there for you to have achieved the bragging rights, and so you
he
can
that
do-
must lead must serve.
Okay.
So the moment you start seeing yourself high up there, pride will set in. I'm still a servant
With bragging rights,
with bragging rights because I know my onions.
and your onions knows you. Okay, so that has been Head On with Tubar, and it has been amazing having you.
She has been hot. There was nothing amazing about this lady. She's hot.
What did I do to you?
She has been firing me left, right, center. But thank God I'm
It's
alive.
amazing.
Thank God I'm alive.
You've done amazingly well.
Yes.
Well, that has been Tubar, Mr. Verse, yeah? And, well, I sang his praises earlier. I'm not going to do it anymore. Do you have anything to say to the viewers? Do you want to give them your social media handles?
I am Tubar. I'm Tubar IG, I'm Tubar Facebook, I'm Tubar Twitter. Follow me. My word for you is preach love wherever you are. Love yourself and be positive about everything. Your life, your neighbor, your future. Just be positive. Even when things are going bad, be positive. As a man, think it. Just be positive.
Okay.
Yes, here, be positive.
Be positive. Not you can be positive though, but just be positive. That's Tubar, and I remain Hanie Hara. I just want to say a special thank you to K&L Paradise for giving us this beautiful location. Yes, they give us everything you're seeing here. We're at the VIP lounge. And then to catch us head on social media, you follow us on Facebook, it's Lots Entertainment. On Instagram, it's at official Lots Entertainment. YouTube, it's Lots Entertainment. And my personal handle, Twitter is Hanie_Hara. Instagram is at Hanie Hara. Facebook.
She's single. Please
Ah,
follow
you're
her.
Screaming that one.
I want them to know.
Oh, thank you for being with us. Thank you for staying with us. It's
And thank you,
been a
Lost
pleasure.
Entertainment. I love them. They are good. What you're doing is great, man. This is great.
Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate. So stick with us, and we're going to bring you another super duper episode next time. Thank you.